Hello, everyone. My name is Victoria Tory Setian, Design Director at Xbox.
And I'm Grace Rojas, narrative designer and historian on Our History Untold.
And welcome back to the Encarta series for Our History Untold. If this is your first time with us, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell, as we'll be releasing more Encarta episodes, dev diaries, and other great content.
Which nation are we looking at today, Tory?
Today's nation is Mexico. Let's jump in.
Mexico's rich history dates back thousands of years. Pre-Columbian Mexico saw the rise of many Mesoamerican indigenous groups, such as the Olmecs, the Mayans, and the mighty Aztecs. Around the 16th century, these indigenous societies faced brutal colonization, which wiped out a majority of the indigenous groups in the region. During the 19th century, Mexico revolted against colonizers and declared independence in 1821. The next few centuries were tumultuous, but would eventually lead the country to modernization and to become the thriving society it is today.
To represent Mexico, Our History Untold is spotlighting Benito Juarez. Mexican politician, lawyer, and military commander, Benito Juarez served as president of Mexico during the mid-19th century. His contributions to Mexico include fighting foreign occupation, advocacy for indigenous groups and civil liberties, reducing the clergy's power, and more. An interesting but not as well-known fact about Benito Juarez is that while he was living in New Orleans in the United States, he worked as a cigar maker in a cigar factory.
Benito Juarez, the great reformer, plays well with a diplomatic and people-centric strategy, empowering his citizens to live happy, productive lives while working with the other nations on the international stage for mutual defense and prosperity. Juarez's leader ability, son of the people, gives him a margin of safety with independent tribes, often allowing him additional breathing room to nurture his people's growth or expand to additional settlements without fear of reprisals, except from other nations. And every city he founds gets an instant boost to be an expert who can be applied to any number of roles that most benefits the city's early need, whether that's agricultural for growth, crafting for quality of life, or even build production for defense. His personality trait, independent, is an additional opportunity for his early cities to thrive, as it buys him time before needing to invest in additional housing, and efficient provides a significant industrial boost to crafting that only multiplies with the number of cities and improvements he builds. Stately gives a strong boost to his citizenry quality of life when not at war, a position he greatly benefits from. While persuasive provides the benefit of being able to take a greater advantage of the golden ages he will surely lead his people through.
Benito Juarez is a classic wide-style leader to play, benefiting most from founding multiple cities, growing them all equally without undue focus on your capital. All of his abilities, even his safety with tribes, trend him towards rapid and early expansion via several cities. Then, as the game progresses, grow those cities to equally healthy, safe, and happy places that people want to live. Then you can reap the prestige benefits. Focusing on your industry via crafting, and then using that as an engine for diplomatic friendship via gifting and trade with other nations, can help him avoid getting picked on by his more bloodthirsty opponents. And his ability to pivot from amenities to supplies as needed should not be underestimated as a source of economic or industrial might should the occasion call for it.
Juarez benefits the most from triumphs that feature abilities that are less city-specific and more broadly beneficial across his nation. If you're playing towards a wide strategy, Nemrut Dog is by far the most important early triumph you can pursue, as it provides an early and important boost to your city cap. And it's not impossible to grab, especially if you apply your experts well, with its relatively early unlock and lack of special supplies necessary to build it. In the second act, if actively pursuing culture as a form of prestige, St. Basil's Cathedral is a great choice with its benefits reaching all of your cities and its output dependent on your total number of paragons. In the modern era, there are truly a cornucopia of great triumphs for Juarez to pursue. The Eiffel Tower and its ongoing supply of prestige is simple but effective. But Johns Hopkins Hospital can be even more impactful if focused on the quality of life of your citizens and the golden ages they can yield. Though personally, one of the first late-game triumphs we like to build with Juarez is the Volklingen Iron Works, which provides a powerful boost to all of your city's industry strength.
Governmentally, becoming a republic as early as possible, as long as you can maintain your defenses, is an obvious fit with its high city cap and the increased production towards improvements. As you move into the late game, direct democracy can be helpful depending on how you've built your economy. But there's no reason you shouldn't necessarily stay a republic the entire game if you play your cards right. That said, if you've had no choice but to mix it up with your rivals and you find yourself standing at the head of a vast array of cities, sometimes Empire and its high city cap is the only option that makes sense.
Thank you everyone for watching. Today we would like to shout out Matt Turnbull, our executive producer, for his amazing and insightful contributions to today's video. Be sure to subscribe for future Encarta episodes and let us know in the comments which nations you'd like to see featured.
Be sure to follow us on social platforms of your choice. Join the Insider program at arahistoryuntold.com, and you can dive into the game right now on Steam, Windows, or PC Game Pass. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.